because the library's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. My mom started bringing me to the library before I could even walk. She would take me to the children's department, sit me down, and read picture book after picture book to me. But there are a lot of really great things about the children's section. One of my favorites was preschool story time. I really loved preschool story time, but my favorite part was near the end.
We can't hear back.
You can't hear back here? Okay, is that better? A little bit? My favorite part was bubble time, which was near the end. Librarians would blow bubbles all across the room, and I absolutely loved it. Is that working? We here?
Here comes help.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There we
go. All right. For those who didn't hear, what I was talking about is I really enjoy preschool story time. Back then, my favorite part was actually at the end when we had bubble time, because librarians would blow bubbles all across the room. All the kids would go crazy for it, and I absolutely loved it. All kids have quirky routines, and one that I had was to go across this small, kid-sized wooden bridge every single time I went into the children's section. Go across again every single time I left, just to make sure I left the right way. When I had acting classes at the library, I had to defend the bridge as a troll in Three Billy Goats Gruff. And when I joined the advisory board, we used it when playing a game called Sardines. For those who don't know, Sardines is like reverse hide and seek. One person hides, but everyone has to go find that person and hide with them. So one of our TAB members decided to hide underneath the bridge. This seemed like a great idea at the time, but after the game was over, she realized she was stuck. Needless to say, no one was allowed to hide under the bridge after that. I've had a lot of firsts in the library. My first spelling bee, my first lock-in, my first presentation, my first volunteer experience, and even my first leadership opportunity. It just goes to show that the library is about more than just books. They're about the community. Several years ago, we had to consider what life would be like without GPL. I still remember how I felt when I first heard the library was having financial issues. It never occurred to me that GPL, who had given so much to our community, needed the community support in return. So I made a decision. I decided to help the library to the best of my ability. So it was around my 13th birthday, and I asked my family members to donate to the library for my birthday, and I donated my savings. I didn't want to, I just couldn't stand the fact that no one else would be able to grow up with the library the way I have. Oops, sorry about that. One of the biggest impacts that GPL's had on me has been through the Teen Advisory Board. TAB is a group of teens who host programs here at the library and help out at local events in the community. I first heard about TAB a long time back when I was studying at the library. My mom came across a flyer for it, and she suggested I check it out. The very first meeting, I met two guys who spoke in a Russian accent the entire time, a girl debating whether or not Twilight was better than Harry Potter, and a group of guys who were trying to convince Emily, our head of teen services, to add a clown to a video we were making for the library. After seeing all this, I knew I had to stay. With TAB, I've helped run programs like the Zombie Fest and the Life Size Lock-In. And Life Size Lock-In is a program we hold every year after hours, and it's for teens to try life-size versions of games like Monopoly, Clue, chess, and even Sorry. TAB members are responsible for teaching the games, setting them up, and moderating them as well. And it's given us chances to practice our teaching and speaking abilities. And with those skills that we've learned through TAB, we've actually, in the past, been able to apply for and be awarded a grant. Since I've become TAB president, I've had a lot more opportunities to personally communicate with local groups in the community, such as Restore All Town Greenwood. It's given me opportunities to coordinate community programs with the government as well. And this is something I never would have thought of doing before I joined TAB. I've enjoyed working with people so much here and teaching that when I go to college, I plan to major in international relations and education. And GPL was the one who gave me that first taste of teaching and showed me how much fun participating in your local community really can be. So GPL's been such a big part of my life, and the ties I've made to the community through GPL are they're priceless to me. So, and I can tell that every single one of you loves the library just as much as I do because of the fact that you're here. So thank you for being here so much, and I hope you enjoy the evening.